Hello and welcome to Naval Action. Asked by a friend to explain a few things about this game. It's on Steam, it's $29.99 I think. It's a little bit expensive, but it's worth it I think. It's a slow paced game but rewarding, and it's fairly realistic as these sort of games go. One of the best ones I've ever seen actually in this sort of genre. It's not cartoony. It's based in the 17th century. Warfare at sea basically. You get the full Caribbean to play with. I'll show you the map. And there's the map. I'm currently based at Port Royal at the moment. So everything as it was at the time, every port's there, everything's mapped correctly. It's a vast world. It takes some time to get across, even when you're sailing past time. Now you can either sail across this world if you wish to, trading and stuff like that. You can fast travel if you happen to have a ship in another port and you use gold. You can basically teleport there, which some people do if they want to go and join their mates the other side of the map, things like that. It's a tactical game. The ships are modelled correctly, the weaponry is modelled correctly, the cannonball, the damage and that is modelled correctly, so i.e. whatever wood your ship is made out of, and whatever size cannonball at whatever range and angle it hits it, it'll work out whether the cannonball went through, what it hit when it went through, whether it was a cannon, a person, ammunition, or a lantern even, and cause a fire. This is catastrophic usually on a wooden ship. The mast, where it broke the mast, the sails, where it ripped it, so that decreases your speed, things like that. You can just play PvE, which I'm on the PvE server, or player v player, which is on the other server, but I wouldn't recommend that if you're a diehard and don't mind losing ships and not being able to replace them very quickly. Talking of ships, you can buy premium ships. They range from £7 up to as much as 50, which is a bit controversial at the moment, i.e. Victory. You can buy the Victory in-game for as little as 1.8 million gold. Well, you convert this gold into silver, and it's reasonable price. I can earn 10 million a day easily in this game at my rank, even at my rank. So these are cheap. As regards going to buy a premium version of the Victory, which is going to cost you 40 odd quid, I wouldn't recommend it unless you're a diehard. And the other thing they don't tell you is, if you buy these ships, you've got to have the captain's rank to sail them. You can own them. I can crew 380 people at the moment, but if I brought the Victory, I'll need over 1,000 people to sail it properly, so I wouldn't be able to use it. So it's a little bit pointless really. You don't really want to be buying stuff like that until you're the correct rank. But you don't need to, that's all I'm trying to say. It's up to you. I have a few premium ships of my own. They're next to nothing in cost. The Pandora, there's one. As you start a Pandora, it's about a £5. Or it even comes with the game. I can't remember now. I started back in Alpha. You can get some decent ships for next to nothing, and these are refundable every 24 hours. So if it gets sunk, I've got a liquid. There's a Pandora. If this gets sunk, I can redeem it immediately. If it gets sunk straight away again, I'll have to wait 24 hours to redeem it. So it's not a problem. So you don't lose these ships, and they can't be captured by other players if you're in PvP, I mean. So even, they can't be captured at all. Whereas the other ships that you buy can be captured, and you can make quite a good profit out of this if you not doing particular missions to sink stuff. You can capture ships and sell them, or even keep them. I tend to sink mine. I don't need them at the moment, so I do missions, which you can do daily missions. There's your dailies. Well, they last all week actually, so but I can do them daily, and they give me different rewards, chests of gold, which I can spend on ships. You can do weekly events. Weekly frigate I'm in at the moment. I've got to kill 8 ships, 10 ships, and then it'll put me on a position board on 25th at the moment, and then Sunday it'll stop that event, and then it'll give me whatever gold I've earned, divided between the leaders on the leaderboard. So you can earn quite a bit of gold in this. But personally, what I normally do is I use an Indiaman. And this is a big trading ship. Now you can sail this straight away basically. You won't sail very well, because you've got to have a fairly big crew to get it maxed out at 380, but you can sail it with 177 crew and it'll still sail across the map. Just don't get in a fight. But on PvE servers you won't have to worry about that. And this thing, you can fill it up and earn 10 million gold a day easily. 10 million silver, sorry, with the gold converted. Easily by just carrying passengers. I'll show you what those missions are. Missions. Cargo deliveries. You can click on them, deliver a cargo, what wants the gold, and I'll tell you to go to a different port from here, Port Royal, and as a reward when you get to the port and hand the cargo in, you'll get 800 gold, 48,000 silver, and you can stack these missions and they last 10 days in real time, so you don't have to run around rushing to get the mission done. So that's a quick overview. As you can see, I've got some bigger ships. I can just crew this one, but not effectively. Look, I've got 84% crew on this one, but I wouldn't recommend undercrewing ships for PvE or even PvP. I'd recommend you get a ship that you can fully crew. You're just asking for trouble. So let's take one out and show you a little bit of combat. Just pick a ship. Let's have a look. I've got many ships, I don't know where to start. Take the Essex out. She's got 28 18-pounder guns and 12 12-pounders, but she's got no bow chasers. That's the only difficult part about this. I like ships with bow chasers, but I modified this one with some bits and pieces to make her go faster and give her different attributes. And you get skill books as well, which you can read to learn, and then put them into your ship to give you extra attributes. So let's take the Essex out and I'll show you a bit of combat. Hopefully I won't get sunk. Not that I'm worried. That's not the Essex. Hang on. That's the Essex. Right, we're going to leave Port Royal now and go and find a target to sink. Now, so we'll start this in fast travel mode until we get to a target we've picked. Okay, this is fast travel mode at Port Royal. There's Port Royal. Right, this is fast travel mode. So I press W to bring the sails up. And then it's a matter of A, D to turn left and right. That's an enemy player. I can't attack him because he's on a PvE server, so I'm not allowed to attack. Alright, I've just targeted a Spanish snow in front, so I'm going to tackle him. Bring the sails up. I've just left clicked in the direction I was facing to bring me to gun view. Now I need to bring his sails down, so I've just got to aim it high and bring it far into his sails with his chain shot. A nice volley there. I got him down to 76% sails. A couple more like that when I'll switch back the ball. I'm bringing my sails down a little bit to slow down. Waiting for the gunners to reload. Right, now I'm going to go to manual sails because I've gone into the wind, so I'll need to press C and bring my rear sails round. I'll have to go backwards and sideways. This is a little thing you have to learn, manual sailing. And you can see my ship is going backwards and turning to the right to get back into wind. It's a nice little trick. I think it's called tacking. Now if you see to the left hand side bottom corner, you can see the wind direction as opposed to my ship. And about now I'm going to press F to go back to automatic sails. And now I'm going to go forward Okay, that's enough chain shots. So now I'm going to press 1 for battery 1 and 1 again to load cannonballs. Press 2, battery 2 and 1 to load cannonballs. Now that's instructed the crew to load ball. Now we're going to get serious. Now I'm going to aim for the water line, so I'm going to press R, parallel, R again, water line. That tells the crew I want a convergence to hit his water line. Most of his cannonballs have bounced off me, but he's hit me in the rear a little bit when my armour's, when my wood's weakest. Nice. Look, 6 good hits in there. Slowing down a bit. The slower you go, the better your gunnery. Your convergence will go better. So you can see my convergence, look, the white lines. You obviously want a good convergence and aim about where I'm aiming now, and it should hit roughly around his water line. And of course it didn't. The ship rose up at the wrong time and I waked his deck. This is where bow chasers are coming out now. I'll be able to go to the rear stern and bow chasers, and I haven't got any on this ship. After raking a couple of shots in the rear. It's going to turn to my other side, which is loaded, as it hits me in the rear. As you can see, these ships are beautiful. You get different weather conditions, lighting conditions. It looks absolutely stunning sometimes, especially in mass battles. Right, slowing down a bit on this turn, getting convergence better. Good hits there, good hits. Took his pump out, which means if he gets a leak now he's in trouble. You can see there a cannonball bounced off me. Like I said, penetration depends on cannon's bore and what it's hitting and the range. So the wood your ship is made out of makes a difference. Plus the angle of the hit, just like armour on a tank. Almost ready, so I've got to get my conversion up to 250, press R. I'm a bit further out this time. Wasn't so good and most of my shots went past his bow. I'm deliberately going slow here because I don't need to rush. Just take my time, and a couple of good volleys and he'll be in trouble. It's a 20 gun ship I'm attacking and I've got about 40, so. It still don't mean I'm going to win though. I can still be killed by this guy. That wasn't good. I'm going manual sails again. I'm going to turn backwards and across the wind again. Raise my sails. As you hear the crew shout the correct commands out. All done very well. The whistles blow to let you know they've done a command, like load the guns. You see the cannonballs are marked correctly. Look, you can see where the cannonballs have hit and whether they've gone through or not. They can take your guns out. You could sink me. You could actually do that. You could hit me in a vital spot and I could catch fire. Okay, back to auto. I've got the wind with me again. As you see, I've nearly stripped his other armour away. See the lights changing now, we're going into evening. That looks stunning, that broadside. I just showed you that, but I missed him completely, but I just had to show you what a broadside looks like. You can imagine this with a clan and you're in a massive fight with NPCs, so it's really spectacular. Just crossed his T there, did a lot of damage. The cannonballs passed down the full length of the ship that penetrated, did more damage. Luckily most of his shots are bouncing off my sides. But as you see, the back of my ship is very heavily damaged where he shot me through the glass of the captain's cabin. I'm going to attempt board him now. I'm going to press 9. Waiting my boarding crew up. I don't know if I can get close enough to him. Although I get him down close to less than 5 knots, I'm going to throw grappling hooks across and then board him. Pull his ship into me. Back to manual. And the shots went wide. Trying to hit his sail. I've got 3 hits. Try and board him. He's coming across the front of me. That was close. I'm going backwards at the moment. Port battle. NPC port battle has started. Somewhere. I don't know where that is. Back to manual. I'm waiting for a G signal to come up to grapple. Still doing 6 knots, 5. There it is. And now it's rock, paper, scissors time. So now we've grappled him. The objective now is to get him down to 0 morale or 0 crew. And him the same. So we'll start off with an attack. I'm going to wait about 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Deck done. Boom. That knocked his morale down a lot. I'm going to wait again. It's more for against PvP than PvE, but musket volley keeps them guessing at what you're going to do. I've got more muskets than he's got, but he's got 16 Marines. I'm going to go back to the attack now, so I've got a lot of crew. Risky doing this. I've been sunk a couple of times and captured, and lost my ships. But, like I said, it's not a problem in this game. You can replace this entire fleet in a day easily. Just keep it on attack, it's going fairly well. You've got to keep an eye on this morale, it's important. And that's it. We won the fight. Captured her. Alright, so we've grappled her, we've won the battle. She's our ship. And you see, as I swing the mouse around, there's an X appeared. Click on X, and that brings up what she was carrying. And she was carrying swing bed elevations. These are add-ons for your ships. Pulse keel, I'll have that. Sometimes I have gold bullion on board, and trees, and oh god knows what else. I can capture the ship now. I can transfer crew across to her. She needs 120 crew. I'll do less than that. And keep her. She'll be in my fleet. I will repair when I get back. And keep her. Or I can sell her. You know, it depends on what ship she is and whether I want her or not. Or, as I'm going to do now, I just sink her for a mission. I'm doing missions at the moment where I have to sink these ships. I just take the stuff out of the hold, click on that, confirm. She's now sunk. It counts towards my mission. Now, one thing I will go over while we're doing this is, during the battle, if I took heavy damage, I can repair during the battle. I just press 5, and then whatever number, if I want to get crew back, I press 3. If I wanted to repair the damage to the ship in increments, I press 1 of the wood, timber, or 2 for sails. But the only way I can do that is if I've got supplies on board. I'll show you that by coming out of the battle. So before you leave port, you must put some supplies on your ship so you can repair at sea. Let's go to my hold. I'm carrying hull repairs, rig repairs and rum, and that gives you extra crew while you get back to port. Basically it just rum rations your crew so they do more work what you've got left. That repairs your sails, that repairs your hull. So that's a quick overview of it. I'll go back to port now, whichever the way the wind's blowing. It may take me a while. So back to Port Royal, I'll cut this bit out and show you as I get back to Port Royal. Show you how to repair the ship and replace your crew. We are back at Port Royal. Put the sails up and just press enter port. Show you how to repair it and replace your crew. And I'll go over what you need to do as a new starter. Right, the D there indicates I've got ship damage, because I didn't bother repairing in port, so I just press that. It brings up 176 reals, which is silver. Confirm. Ship's repaired. Come to the crew management. I've got a total of 353 crew left alive. 65 are in port. So hire crew and then bring this slider across. I lost 27 men in that battle, which isn't too bad. So hire 27 new men. Click. And then put them on the ship. And apply. That's it. Ship's ready for sea again. Just take the cargo off. I'll take these off, send to warehouse, send to warehouse. That's now gone in my warehouse, which is expandable. You just pay silver to expand it. Well, I tend to keep as much as I can for ships in the future. I can put some of this stuff on ships. Right, quick explanation. When you join the game as a new starter, I recommend that you do these tutorials. I'm currently a post captain, but you'll be an ensign when you start, and you'll be sailing a brig. It's not a bad ship, but it's a small ship, and you really want something a bit bigger to start with. So I recommend that you do these tutorials. You will get a heap load of experience and rank out of this, and the exams as well. Okay, do them. Recommended. Do them. You will get heaps of experience, and you'll be ranked up before you even come in the main game properly. And you can do the final exam, which I haven't bothered doing because it's so hard. I'll explain that in another video. If you do all those, you'll come in at a decent rank, and you'll have probably 200 crew, and you'll be able to go straight into, let's have a look at the ships. You'll be starting in these straight away. You better buy one of these straight away. You'll be given the links immediately. That's a starter ship or a cutter, but they're not very powerful, but they'll get you started. You really want to be looking at between rank 6 and 5. 5 is the Essex here. Okay, within a day or two, the hard work, you'll be in rank 4s easily, and you'll be crewing stuff like this. I don't know, I've got one in my port. Agamemnon. There's the Aga. Much bigger. Ship of the line. I can just crew her. I actually need 500 crew, but I can sail her okay. I've got nearly 8% crew on her. What I do is this one, you might recognise this one. Indefactible. Hornblower. Hornblower ship. Commanded by Admiral Pellew. The accent existed, and so did this ship. The only fictional part of this ship was Hornblower. A little bit of history for you. Anyway, I'll do more videos on this. I hope it was informative, and I'll see you in the next one.